Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tara Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur that you can be, not only for you, but for the people that you love and care about most. And I'm excited to announce this is episode 200 of this morning show, rocking and rolling. Been doing this for a little over year now, maybe a little less. I'll have to get the day. But either way, we're at 200, baby. The road to 1,000. So we're a fifth of the way there. Need to update the board, as you can see behind me. But today's episode is about watching TV before bed. Watching TV before bed. And this is something that sometimes I'll do just to pass the time, something that just reduces the effort in general before I go to bed. So we're just going to quickly go over and have some reminder and raise some awareness for what is working and what's not working for me. And then you in your own situation will kind of pick and choose and see what is helpful for you and what you're not willing to give up and that kind of stuff. So first off, I would talk about it is okay to watch TV. And I talked about when I was setting my goals, I was trying to think of how often I wanted to watch TV. How often? Was it one time a week? Was it 2 times a week? Was it 4 times a week? What was okay with me when I was just trying to think, okay, I got a good headspace right now. I'm trying to think clearly what would work for me. And what is it that TV's bad, or is it I'm not doing other things that I know that are important and valuable to me and my goals and who I am as a person and my health? That's usually my case. I don't believe that TV is that bad versus every time I sit down and I watch it, I usually get tired and I feel depleted or something like that. I just don't want to do the other stuff that is necessary for me to achieve my goals. So the first recommendation I guess we go into is I'd be giving myself is before I'd watch TV, I would have everything planned out for the next day, such as this show topic, my blog topic, who I'm going to be following up with client-wise, my client meetings, making sure that the day is planned out to the best of my ability before I watch TV. I think that would be really, really helpful. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and share this Headspace article. Headspace is a meditation app, and they do not sponsor this video. Headspace, shout out to you. Come on, sponsor me. The Instagram, you can't see this, so I'm going to just yell some of these recommendations out loud to you. They had a few things on just talking about turning off the lights and not taking any blue light emitting screens for 90 minutes before bed. And that's up to you to interpret, right? I don't know how good the science is on the whole blue lights sleeping and, going in there. I know that when my room's really dark and I don't have any screens on, I leave my cell phone on, I usually sleep better. It's personal experience, I'm sure, up to you. But this is recommending that we don't take in any blue light, screen light. So your cell phone or TV or your computer, any of that kind of stuff, 90 minutes before going to bed, and that can help with your sleep. So that's one reason to cut the TV off a little early. What is another thing that goes on with TV? I would say, aside from, I don't do my nighttime routine. Let's go to the board. We need to get to the board. This might be helpful to write out a few things. Instagram, you can't see this. Let's go ahead and get over here to the board for episode 200. Good morning. Good morning. We are getting ready to rock and roll. I should have had this all cleaned up for you guys already. So essentially, the first point of not watching TV before bed would be to do our nighttime routine, or to at least do the nighttime routine before we watch any TV and have a plan for the next day. So these are things I'm trying to improve as well. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that it's perfect for me either. So we're not going to do this every single night. The goal is to do it a few more nights a week than what we're currently doing. Right now, it's about 4 nights a week. I do a pretty good job of this. And then 3 nights a week, I'm like, oh man, I do not want to do jack shit. So I just absolutely turn on and crush on a TV show and then try to veg out a little bit. So number 1, nighttime routine. Okay, so after we got the nighttime routine, we're trying to have a 90-minute no screen time. No screen time. 90-minute nighttime routine, 90-minute screen time. These are a couple recommendations. I would say the other things that are missing for me whenever I am watching TV. Okay, what did we have under here? Surviving the day, stage of sleep. Okay. The last thing for me that I did want to share is for me, when I'm watching TV, this might be you, is staying up too late. It's always nice to squeak in one more episode. Netflix is a billion-dollar company, and they're trying to do everything that they can to make it as easy as possible for you to continue to watch. I can go ahead and end my screen share over here. So, I mean, these companies, they're making all this money to have you stay up a little later, and this can cause us to be tired. Staying up too late. So, nighttime routine, 90-minute no screen time before bed. Staying up too late. Staying up too late is usually my vices. You'll have to think in your own situation and weigh the pros and cons. Is this worth it for you? Are you doing the things that you want to be doing? For me, there are a couple books that I want to read more. So maybe reading more. I want to read more. I want to get more in alignment with that goal. And even though sitting around and watching TV is very effortless, pretty much all you got to do on Netflix nowadays is skip the intro button, and then bam, you're already back into what it is that you're watching. And they make it as easy as possible. So plan it out. I'd say the last tip that we should go over is having some type of plan. Maybe this plan just includes like, okay, I'm willing to do this at this time. I have a plan in place. I'm willing to do this 2-3 times a week. Or maybe this doesn't affect you at all, and you're justifying and you think, okay, I've worked hard enough today. I got everything done that I really wanted to get done, and I'm good to go. It's usually when this becomes, for my personal experience, when this becomes an alternative for the things that I want to be doing, and I'm not doing the things I know I need to be doing. So I wanted to bring this up today because I've been struggling with this a little bit, is watching TV. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't like comedy that much. And it's not that I don't like to laugh. I love stand-up comedy, but when it comes to like TV shows, I'm not a huge fan of comedy shows. I get a lot of flack because I don't like The Office. And if you unfollow me and you never like one of my videos again, I completely understand. They A lot of people say that's the greatest show of all time. But either way, so I watch TV. I like serious TV. I'm watching this one show called The Sinner right now. And I watch this TV show, and then I just have like these wild nightmares of like getting in just like horrible fights and like having to kill people and run around. It's like not good. And the show's really dark, but for some reason that's my style of TV shows. I absolutely love that stuff. So I don't know if you can relate to that, but watching sometimes when the show is, I feel like the main point there would be just like the last thing that I'm absorbing before bed usually has a pretty big impact on what I dream about, what I think about for like an 8 to 9 hour window. So taking in more things that are more appropriate with that, then that would probably make a whole lot of sense. Let alone the fact, for some reason, whenever I'm watching TV before bed, I'll like have a drink. I prefer like some whiskey with some ice. That's what I like to watch when I'm watching a serious TV show. One little glass, watch a TV show, a little bit of whiskey and ice. And then when I do that, I'm definitely not going to be reading if I'm having a drink. And I'm not going to be studying some other interests that I'm picking up that'd be a little better for personal development. But also I'm not going to be too hard on myself because everyone needs to take a break. So again, finding the balance of what you're willing and not willing to do. I'm trying to limit watching television to 2 nights a week out of the week, but whatever number you guys think would be best for you, that's up to you. Football's on, and I'm still a pretty big football fan, so that crosses one out. So then I get 1 night a week to when I really want to relax and do that. Bam, and then trying to be a little more disciplined on the rest of the week. So that is my rough plan. You guys got to mix and match your own. See if I hope some of these tips were helpful. These are a few more tips that I personally am going to try to apply a couple nights a week, see how it goes, continue to grow, get into it, start small, get big, apply it more over time. So nighttime, making sure your nighttime routine's done, not turning off those screens 90 minutes before bed, trying not to stay up too late because of the billion-dollar streaming services make it so easy to binge watch nowadays. Maybe try and read more or something in the personal development space. Maybe there's you want to learn how to play an instrument. Maybe you want to write in a journal, or maybe there's something along those lines that you can do. And then 5, it's just like having a basic plan. Like, try and decide ahead of time and stay disciplined to what you decide. And you can decide to watch TV more often if you think that you're at a good pace and you like what you're doing. I'm not the TV police here, but these are tips and recommendations I'm trying to do to better myself. And hopefully you guys are continuing to try and think and adapt and learn on your own personal development journey. Okay, so this is why I need to stop watching TV before bed. That's all I had. Thanks. Cheers to you all. Episode 200. So we're on to the 200s. Wow. I'm excited. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. I hope you guys have an amazing, fun-filled, fantastic Wednesday, hump day. The beautiful snow is falling here. So it's time for me to go up and work on the laptop while watching a bit of it fall over the river. I'm pretty excited. So cheers to you all. I got to bounce. I got stuff to do myself. I know you guys do too. So I'm out of here. Have an amazing, fun-filled Wednesday.